I actually have this mic just as a prop so I can do something with my hands because it does not work. Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Tyler Perry and Madea's homecoming, just the whole shebang of it. If I'm completely honest, I grew up watching Madea movies, Tyler Perry movies. My sister found them really funny. I never really found humor like that funny. And if you've never heard of Tyler Perry or seen a Tyler Perry movie, you're probably very confused. To give a gist of a Madea movie, separate from his other universe, Tyler Perry multi-universe movies, Madea is somewhat of a grandma to like every Black person she meets. Madea is a very aggressive, strong, big Black woman. She's actually played by Tyler Perry. You know, he's one of those directors that has to be in his movies, which I hate. This is a completely different tangent. When the director tries to insert themselves into the movie, it's always bad. I know I have no say in the film industry, but listen to me. Name one good Shane Dawson movie that he directed. I sound like such a big hater, but that's like a completely different tangent that I will get into another time. Tyler Perry loves to insert himself into these movies. He loves to play Madea from what I can tell. Recently his movie came out, I think on February 25th, called Madea Homecoming. And I think this is the first Madea movie that I watched in full as an adult. I've never watched a Madea movie past the age of 6. There is a slight issue that I have with the whole Madea idea. And please don't drag me. This movie that came out on Netflix is called A Madea Homecoming. I'm not entirely sure why it's called that, but to just break down the gist of it, the son and his best friend are coming home. Oh, I guess that makes sense now. This son and his best friend are coming home for a graduation from college. The son is the valedictorian. His best friend seems to be very encouraging, and he's from a European country. I think it's Ireland. And throughout the whole movie, Madea calls it Iran. Eventually, the best friend's family come to meet him for his graduation at their house. I don't know. That part didn't totally make sense to me. The whole movie, I just felt like I was confused. I was sitting there confused. It really plays off like a play. Is that just me who thinks that all Tyler Perry scenes I've seen, it feels like a play? I think it comes off like a play because Tyler Perry himself, I think he doesn't know how to direct. I know I'm saying this as a person with no film experience. I just know when a movie feels off, and I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this. It all feels like a play. It feels like there's very awkward pauses. Sometimes you can't even tell what the characters are saying, even if they're speaking in Ebonics or something. Sometimes Madea isn't even saying words. So like, if you've seen this movie, this is basically how I'm gonna talk about it. Like, if you've seen it, I'm just trying to get down to the gist of it. I'm not gonna explain the whole movie. This movie was so much about it that I was just like, this is god awful. But there was a few funny parts. I did laugh. I laughed, okay? You got me. I'm just gonna talk about the things that made me upset with this movie. I'm gonna start off with Uncle Joe, who is also played by Tyler Perry. He kind of goes into a Black Lives Matter tangent after the white people come into the house. I think this was Tyler's way of trying to make Black Lives Matter look like a joke. I know y'all are gonna say that, oh, you're being sensitive. No, I'm not. Listen to me. Why did he have Uncle Joe decked out in BLM shirts and make him look crazy for being pro BLM? And just like, he kept going on and on about defunding the police. The fact that Madea shuts him down about defunding the police. Madea was supporting the police, saying they needed to be called. I couldn't believe the scene was real. I thought it was very distasteful. It wasn't done right. BLM is a very serious movement. to me, I know people don't take it seriously who are very opposed of it. I don't really care for them. It just really downplays what the Black community has been working towards since 2013. And I know it's very heavy to start off with that criticism, but it's like around the beginning of the movie. He starts with this. This is his beginning of the movie. Like, there's no way. He wanted to make that point at the very beginning for a reason. Another aspect of this movie, spoiler alert, the son's mother is dating his best friend. Now, at first in the movie, I thought they were dating. I thought the son and the best friend were like together, because the way that the movie started, it made it seem like that. There was a lot of jokes about them being gay. They made it seem like that. So whenever I found out that the mom is messing with the son's best friend, I thought it was very weird. I was uncomfortable. Another uncomfortable incest joke in this movie.
Stop that.
Joe, huh? That's your grandniece. That's kin to you.
My grandniece? What the hell is a grandniece? I'm from Alabama. After daughter, it don't damn matter.
I just like, I know it's supposed to be comedy. It doesn't make me laugh. It's just shock humor, and I think it's a very lazy writing. I think he could totally be much funnier than making incest jokes. Didn't Tyler Perry say he's done? Like, he's done with Madea? It's just jokes like that, and his whole trying to make a point with some of his humor that makes me want to get into the psyche of Tyler Perry. What is wrong with him? I think one of the main issues with this movie is Madea tells the son that he cannot be mad at his mom for dating his best friend because she made so many sacrifices. Because that's your parent, he can't be upset that his mom did something selfish and kept the secret from him. Oh, you're not allowed to be upset with your parents when they are in the wrong and keeping a secret from you because they've made sacrifices for you. I think that is the most... He's trying to validate a group of people by saying stuff like this. I think that Tyler Perry's audience are genuinely older Black people who haven't opened their minds, or they're white people. People who just like to see, like non-Black people that just like to see the ignorance of Black people. Like, genuinely, if a non-Black person enjoys Madea the same way that a non-Black person enjoys Boondocks, it would make me like side-eye them. How are you enjoying that? What do you know about Black culture that makes you enjoy that? Just what I wanted to talk about with the Homecoming movie. Listen, there was a funny part in the movie with the Rosa Parks bit, but other than that, it's not good. And to come to find out, the Rosa Parks bit is an old joke he's been telling for years. So nothing he does is original, y'all. None of this is new. It seems like it's the same movie over and over. The way the Boondocks explained it is basically what happened. And Tyler Perry, let's get into him. I think it's very good to have Black directors and creators in the movie business. I think it's very inspiring that there's Black creators and directors, Black casting. But I think that Tyler Perry is misogynist to Black women, misogynoir, whatever it's called. It's misogynoir, and he enjoys it. A lot of his content, his books, his stories, his movies are mad Black women, angry Black women this. What does Tyler Perry know about Black women? What is his experience with being a Black woman? Other than being Madea. Story time, listen to me, hear me out. In high school, I was sitting in my choir class and a friend of mine accused one of our Black friends of being just like Madea, and Madea this and that. And we're surrounded by non-Black people. She was mixed with Black, she had Black in her, so, you know. She had said to me, after I said out loud, oh, well, you know, Madea has very bad Black woman stereotypes in it, and it's not really true. And she was like, well, it is kind of true if you think about it. I know that isn't a lot, This was a few years ago that this happened. People genuinely think that Black women are just like Medea. Where is the mad Black woman stereotype being upheld? Who is upholding the strong, angry Black woman stereotype? And why is it harmful? I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna be the, social justice warrior of it all, but I need you guys to click 2 and 2 together and realize why so many Black women, Black people have issues with Tyler Perry, and he loves to ignore it because he wants to do drag. I said it. Tyler Perry's a drag queen. Medea is his persona. Y'all don't want to accept it. Me and my friend believe that Tyler Perry 100% loves his Medea side, knows his femininity, and there's nothing wrong with being a feminine man. There's nothing wrong with showing your femininity. There's nothing wrong with being a drag queen. But I think Tyler Perry doesn't want to admit this isn't just comedy for him. Y'all are gonna get me for this. Y'all are gonna get me. Y'all hear it though. Y'all see it though, right? It's all been proven by this Homecoming movie. At the end of the movie, he pretends to be a Medea Beyonce.
I've been drinking. I get bitter when I look.
A Medea Beyonce. You can tell this wasn't just for comedy. He been wanting to do this. This was fun for him. This Medea persona is the way that he gets his femininity out. It's the, like, watch a video of Tyler Perry, like, turning into Medea.
Yeah.
I just want to explain myself about me thinking that Tyler really doesn't like Black women, or he has an issue with presenting Black women in a way where we aren't angry, upset, or in negative emotions. He literally cannot make a movie that isn't about that. Explain why Medea's wigs always look laid and set down, but the other ladies be looking crazy with their no-part wigs. Their no-part synthetic wigs, while Medea got her 30-inch gray Brazilian weave. This video was supposed to be a deep dive into Tyler Perry's psyche, but I ended up just ranting because I've been thinking this for years, and people try to silence me like, Medea's not that bad. It's not that bad of a stereotype. It's like, y'all aren't realizing how deep this type of stereotype goes. People genuinely think that Black women are just angry, aggressive people, and it's kind of tiring always being seen that way. And Tyler himself doesn't have to deal with that, for one, because he's not in the working class. He's a billionaire. He's not a woman. He's not a Black woman. He never has to really deal with that, so he can present himself as an angry Black woman as a character anytime he wants. Y'all are really gonna get me for this, but I'm telling you, Medea Homecoming movie, Medea movies in general, Tyler Perry wants his drag queen moment, and I think it's time that Black people accept that. It doesn't have to be called a drag queen, but you guys have to admit that this is his way of getting out that femininity. You cannot deny that, and that's not an insult. Stop making it seem like it's an insult. I just don't like the way he does it. He can totally do this without being the way that he is. That's just how I feel. This was such a rant. I really hope you guys watch all the way through. They started mowing the lawn. So I'm gonna end the video here. I thought I explained myself well, right? All my points made sense. This is unscripted, just a rant. Tell me you like it. If you like me, we can totally be friends, and you know, you can give me video ideas, we can talk, I can make a Discord. You know, join me if you'd like, but other than that, goodbye. See you next video.